Yes, this is Girl Vibes, and we are back after the Christmas. Yes, sister. Say emponchinary you, say nanchinary you. By now I believe they are and the buggers I know they are still in town and attending the parties and everything. Myself, I've been chilling all through, and I guess you're excited through the Christmas season. And very soon, we'll be entering in the year 2022. I remember in 2021 January, we had an agenda for the year 2021. Said, oh, yes, plans. That was the resolution for the year 2021. And a lady, sister, all perspective, no, what's it done? Resolutions there set no. Were you able to build up if it was to be 100%? At least, did you hitch up to like 99 or tell us? This is Girl Vibes. My name is Mercy B. So it's going to be interesting tonight. Do stick and stay with us. Don't go nowhere because and then you're busy in command. You're very necessary because I finna bend the ma na shade yen plans are quite baby. But that's in that I finna bokone you know, sister. And ye be a calculate who na ashe. De okoye mawana. We are also streaming live on Facebook at eTVGhana. So stick and stay. We'll be back. So tonight we are blessed to have beauty queens in the house. So we have the first runner-up for Miss Melanin Africa and the winner of Miss Melanin Africa. Yes, she's also here. And we are going to look at the year 2021 review. You know, we need to check up whilst we are getting to enter into 2022. Were you able to fulfill all the plans, all your resolutions for the year 2021? And now I finna cry then one year and Zama be or Hakia. So let me welcome Nanama, who is the first runner-up of Miss Melanin Africa. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Please, before you go, make sure you borrow me your crown.
Don't worry, I'll give
Is
it
that
to
possible?
You. Yeah.
Are you sure you're going to do that?
Take pictures and I'll take it back.
No, but you giving me your crown, it means automatically, no matter Miss Melanin Africa, first runner-up.
Put the picture pictures, now aside, yeah, mommy.
Hey, so you just give it to me for pictures. Hey. I thought we were going to be friends, so we're starting on this note indeed.
Friends. Don't worry, cry.
Okay, so for picture's sake, I can be a friend.
Oh, yes, and more.
Okay, I like your yellow.
Thank you very much.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, and you're looking splendid.
Oh, I'm blushing. Thank you. And I have a lady from Sierra Leone. Yes, back in tertiary, I used to have a favorite friend from there. And yeah, naturally, or spice me up, kaka. So we were good friends. I don't know if Stacy is also going to be another new friend from that side. Hello, yes. Stacy.
Hi.
You're looking gorgeous in your black and white.
Thank you so much.
And the huge crown. Okay. No, I think I'll shift from Nanama and come for yours. Because yours is bigger.
No, you can stay to Nanama.
I just think
it's fine.
You won't give yours to me at all. Eh?
No.
Not even for pictures.
I'll give it to you for pictures with it on my head. Anyways.
Ah, with the crown on your head, you give it to me.
No.
I think I'm going to pose by you.
Yeah, you just lean a bit towards my head.
Ah, is that so?
Yeah. It's better that way.
No problem. But how was the year 2021 for you? How has it been so far?
It was exciting at first because the whole 2020 going into 2021 and yeah. But then when the year started, it really like shook me up a bit. Okay. And I said, I usually tell people 2021 has been the most multitasking period of my life. Okay. Because I'm an aspiring lawyer and at the Lancaster University, and battling between school and ending up getting into the pageant, it was a bit of a stretch, but it was something I wanted to do. Okay. Because being a lawyer and being a beauty queen has always been something I wanted to do for the longest time. So I just used this opportunity to and it was challenging, but I really loved it. Okay. It pushed me, it made me realize that I can do so many things at a time, depending on how well I prioritize each and everything. So it was
So you're a law student and Miss Melanin Africa 2021.
Yeah. Easy.
Hey. Okay, so that's a dream, you know, I had. Growing up, I wanted to be a beauty queen. So, but I don't know. Maybe still I can join, right?
Yeah, you cannot. It's
I'm
never
28
too late. No, it's never too late.
So I can still try.
Yeah.
So 2022. Okay, Nanama, 2021. How far?
2021.
In Zama
Me say I have had a share of every bit of it.
Okay.
The good, the bad, the smiles and all that. It's been challenging too, because growing up, modeling has been something I really wanted to do.
Okay.
And getting to a point I wasn't really getting the support. So
Okay.
in 2021, honestly, I didn't have a plan of entering into a pageant.
Okay.
And then it happened.
How did it happen?
You know, I was at work.
Okay.
I was with my phone on Instagram, and then I saw the flyer of Miss Milan in Africa. I saw it. I scrolled up. I went offline. I came back again. Something was hitting me. Let me just try. And then it was a Thursday, and the audition was Friday as early as 8 a.m. And I saw the flyer around 5 p.m.
Okay.
So I just decided to, okay, I'll try.
Interesting.
Yes. And then I went for the audition. I was so nervous because it was my first time going for something like that. I went for the audition. I made it through every process, through eviction. You can imagine how my legs were shaking whenever it's eviction.
Wow.
And funny enough, my name always comes up for eviction.
Wow.
Yes, even though I had a support and all that. So honestly, I'm so happy I made it to this point.
That's great.
I honestly didn't really picture myself. So I'll be ending 2021 with a crown and a sash of Africa.
I like your nails. Nice.
Thank you.
That's just by the side. But Obi Bekade, if you didn't even set up an agenda of you know, joining the pageantry in the year 2021, not say it's Malcolm, and you've become, you know, the first runner-up, of which is you were the second. I mean, is that not a positive thing for you to be grateful for 2021?
I am more than grateful. More than grateful, honestly. 3rd December, when I was crowned Miss Milan in Africa, I can't express how I felt.
Okay.
Honestly, being the first runner-up, I'm more than grateful. If I tell you I am not grateful for how far I have come, I would be lying to you.
Wow, that's great.
Very grateful.
Okay, now let me come to my Sierra Leone friend. That wouldn't give me her crown even for pictures. Hello.
It was
Stacey.
really a fight getting it, so I can't just give it.
I can see that. Tell me a bit of that journey. You know, you did it in Ghana here, right?
Yeah.
Good. So how long, first of all, how long have you been in Ghana?
A year and a half.
Just a year? Okay, so you came 2020? Okay. And then you entered in 2021. I think you can tell it's more juicy. Being in Ghana for the year 2021, first of all, how have you seen Ghana in 2021? How has it treated you, and coming into a new environment?
Well, coming to Ghana was exciting for me, but then when I actually stayed, it wasn't anymore for some time, because I was always feeling like, oh, I wanted to go home. There were times when I really wanted to go home, like Christmas. I spent Christmas away from my family. I spent my first birthday away from my family. So it was a bit too much, and I just wanted to go home. But then I started making friends. I don't really have a Ghanaian friends except my school. Most of them, they're just foreigners like myself, and Nigerians, most of them. But then as it went by, I liked the independence I got. I realized that I had to do things on my own. I became more responsible. I became more smarter with making certain decisions. And it's been really good so far. There were times when I would call my mom very late and I would cry. Like, I would just break down because there will be nothing wrong with me, but then I just feel alone. So I was like, no. But then, yeah, it's been really good. And with the pageant, with the whole pageant, I was smiling throughout Nana's story because it was like a similar thing for me. When I saw the flyer on Instagram, I felt like it was destiny.
Okay, so it wasn't also part of your plan for 2021?
No, it wasn't. I saw the flyer and then I liked it and I scrolled. And then a few days after, I saw the same adverts.
Again.
And I went under the page. I looked through, read things. I saw different faces, and I was like, yeah, this is something that is interesting. It's something. And then I was like, okay, anyways, let me just like it. And then in the same week. It happened 3 times in the same week, and I was like, no, this cannot be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Then I sent them a message, and that was, the rest is history until audition. It was my first.
Got a big crown.
Yeah, it was my first time doing a pageant. I've been used to being in school debates, quiz and things like that, but nothing of beauty queen or sorts.
Okay.
And I just wanted to do it at my time, and my time and God's timing really, like, it really helped, and it was challenging not being able to communicate to most of them because I don't understand Chi. And most of the people I spend my time with, they only speak English, so I don't hear a lot of Chi, but then I heard the most Chi during the pageant, and it was good, but then again, I wasn't liking it either.
Okay.
But I really connected. I was able to work with people, able to tolerate people into my space and their own space, learning.
Okay.
Like, I was open-minded to learning about the whole pageant stuff because I needed to improve on walking, my persona, all the beauty.
We'll get to the walking side, but away from the pageantry, you both had no plan of even joining the pageantry in the year 2021.
Yeah.
So Nanama, what was your resolution? Did you even set one for yourself in 2021?
Yes, I did. My resolution, the greatest one I had for 2021 was to continue my studies.
Wow.
Yes, that's to enroll in the university.
Okay.
And by God's grace, I have been able to do that.
That's great.
Yes. Now I'm a student of the Regent University College.
Great.
Yes, and I'm reading management with computer marketing option right now. And I don't know, 2021 has been
Tell us, I want to know. Has it been good enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, even though I've had my fair share of the tears, I've had that side, you know, as humans, we have things sometimes that didn't go well for you, but it's been one of the best years for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So aside the education, we know you need to set up, you know, some plans. So I know the education thing was part of it.
Yes.
Aside that, is there anyone that you're proud of, any achievement that you planned for, that you've been able to achieve for yourself in 2021?
Yes. In 2021, I wanted to
I know you are queen, so, but please, you see the way I'm speaking. Me too, I'm a queen, I'm a queen princess. So please, increase your voice a bit for us.
Sure. In 2021,
yeah,
I had a plan of setting up a business for my mom.
Okay.
And little by little, it has come to pass.
Oh, great.
Yes. She's a single mother.
Interesting.
Yes. My dad is, he's alive and everything, but she's still a single mother.
Okay.
And then as the first child, seeing her going up and down, yes, it was really a struggle for me. So I had a plan. I wanted to give her a place to sit, to sell, so that she'll feel okay.
Okay.
Seeing her happy makes me so much happy. And then I also had a plan to upgrade myself as a person, my persona, my character, everything. And then when I sit here, as I'm talking to you, when I look back, it's just gratitude.
Wow.
Yes, it hasn't been easy going through its financial side, joining my education with work, with the pageant and everything, the challenges. We with soliciting for votes for people, like
it wasn't easy,
not easy at all. Like you know, people want to know what they are giving their money in for. Yeah. And you have to do so much to convince them. And funny enough, you wouldn't get all from your friends or your cycle. Yeah. From outside. Because
your friends alone isn't enough.
You get it. So it's been a whole new experience for me. 2021, I would always say one of the best years I have ever I have gotten. Yes, so much.
Stacey, did you set up any agenda for 2021?
Yeah, when I came in 2020, meeting to 2021, I just wanted to like do my best in school because that was what I was all about. So with schooling, and then I knew that I wanted to like set up a recreational center wherein people can learn how to be go to school. You can go to school and you can do whatever you like.
How old are you, Stacey?
I'm 20.
You're exactly 20.
Yeah,
and you have all dreams already? That's great.
Yeah. So because I know that people have so many talents, people have so many things they can do. And in Sierra Leone, I've seen people, if they're into music, they feel like, oh, I don't need to get good grades in school because this is what I want. My mom is just forcing me to go to school. But these things can go together, like they can really go together, because as much as you become a musician, at some point you're going to have to write your own lyrics. You're going to need a background, an educational background. Even though the percentage of people practicing what they study for is not a lot. Most people are into things they did not really study for, but just at least get the basics. So I knew some friends who were also good. They were science students, but then they're good with music, handy stuff. And myself, I want to be a lawyer, and I also want to be a beauty queen. I want to own my own house of fashion. I want to be able to help other people. So these are things that I was trying to, and when I came to Ghana, I visited an orphanage called Caring Hands of God. It's at Kwabenya. So I visited them, and they were the first set of kids I wanted to like start up this program with. And usually I would visit them when it's holidays, get them stuff. I bought them some stuff, and it made me feel happy because I'm a fan of children. I love hanging out with kids. And if you know me, you'll know that as much as I look like I'm mature, I can be a child, like I can be very, So these were things I wanted to do, but then not knowing my way around in Ghana was a bit of a problem.
Really difficult.
So I was just finding out. I was always on Google searching things. That was how I found them. And I visited them a couple of times. But then with the crown, it made me realize that I can do so much with it, and I can actually make these things a reality. Because it doesn't boil down to me just being a beauty queen, posting good pictures. I should be able to do something with the resources I have now. And this is something I hope to do in 2022. God willing, the COVID does not really affect.
Amen. We pray for that. We all pray for that. This COVID is really disturbing all of us, and we pray as we get to enter 2022, things get much more better. Now let's come to think and talk more about the challenges that we faced. Now we just spoke about the things that we're excited about that we've been able to build and add up to our life in 2021. Let's all think about some of the challenges that we faced in the year 2021. Nana, if you can equally remember some of them. Okay, before we come in with the challenges, I think we have to go for a breather. When we come back, most and also a balance was a na kakai challenges be if I see the year 2021. We'll be back. Yes, welcome back. We are having a very deep conversation tonight, and the vibe is really tight tonight. We want to, remind you of the year 2021 because we are soon going to enter the year 2022. And I know, and I remember so well that starting up this year with you, we all had the resolutions together, of which Macau Mizinibi. And I believe that by now also I shall say there kaka was it. And ye be an ekaka boom, no sister feeling wounded then. And resolutions na agenda na plans our sister. As this when God den ka 2021 over establishing and ye be no mudodo ahe na wanka session wabutum. Be proud of the 2021 Mekada Mege and Maye. Amawaha, she's the first runner-up for Miss Melanin Africa. Watch her saying as a Kadoboko school, Yamenadum school wako. Unsu ofie bi kwa Kadoboko school 2021. Or yakum naturally year 2022 and ye be a school de tumukwe. Stacey so ha. Honestly, I'm planning to be a winner for Miss Melanin Africa, but she is now as we speak. So let me go back to the ladies and talk about the challenges they faced in the year 2021. And I want to be both in first and Sunday year corporate. Can see everyone says
2021
challenges.
2021 challenges. I would say me or Bia. So one name, Pomo name, and one name say I am kind of reserved. Okay, and yes, I'm a fairy idea, but mostly, I prefer say be quiet in my own corner and all that. And so you can imagine such a person or for pageant or anything, or for votes, ebe explaining yama, ebe convincing for and all that through the media, one-on-one. Me call out, na me share, I meet you outside, I explain things to you. Sometimes you get the verbal assurance, oh, I'll come, I'll vote for you, I'll do this, I'll do that. And it doesn't turn out like that. It was a challenge because every step of the competition, you need to be, like, you need someone to vote for you. So it was a challenge for me. Aside that, as some way,
as some can see
honestly,
let's talk and feel free.
Yes,
and then so obviously here what no so was better to next one then next year no why yenza my
me nyane easy eba na sika semwa.
Okay.
Me nyane easy cry cause ayading.
Okay.
So me na me the only person that I take care of the family.
Being the first child.
You get it. And then combining all that, the pageants was demanding in a sense that you have to get your things together.
Yeah.
You have to be going to this location. You have to be going to this place for shoots, for your programs and all that. So it got to a point, honestly, I felt, hey, Nanama, oh, yeah, sure, say, like, Opesa wo could do a chi. Na me bisa me hosa question no. Cause me to meet na ho na me hwe me keka nyama see ni a and sheda enko ye mame, but ni nyina mu no eye me de say I didn't stop at
pushing. Yes.
I'm so happy say menjai ye ba be wie, I think a month or some few weeks ye ba be wie no. Honestly in Kamejai.
Wow.
Yes. And it's not say be a problem with the pageant or anything at all. It was personal. Because one kasa on the nipa, so one kasa what's ho. Nasa wo share the way anyama ko. Ewo problem nasa who say, "Adi man share ya me ho be me." Now I was so taking bold step or decision as to whether you want to go back or you want to go forward.
And even, you know, at times make options.
Yes.
I mean, either to opt for this one
or take
to push for this one.
I had to be making all these decisions. Though my close friends, I'll be crying. I'll be like, you know, talking to them. Hey, look at this. Can I do this? Can I? And then yes, I can do it. You know, this pageants. I'm a man who say I have hidden abilities. Yeah, inka me remwa. Inka me inka esie. I say me shake cap bimo, but me to me I have learned a lot. The journey I have learned a lot, and the challenges I'm so glad. Say I didn't back out, and then I kept pushing, and then I am here. Yes, I'm very glad.
Okay, Sisi Anaka, 2 challenges. Yes. Was that all the challenges you faced in the year 2021?
No. Combining these 3 things. My job is very demanding, my education, and then the pageant. Sometimes you have impromptu stuff that you have to attend to, and then you have to go for this pageant thing that is very important to me. I can't let it go for something else. And then, like you said, you have to be making options. Which one do I take? If I take this one, am I going to benefit? If I take this one, is it not going to affect me? And you know, as a human being, we all have dreams and destinies and things that we want to accomplish. So if something wants to cross, then it makes you kind of, you know, shiver a little. So I would always say that 2021.
Was it tough? The challenges, was it hard? Was it more? It was hard to take.
Easy.
But when you want to cry,
like
very emotional. Calm down.
Easy.
Take the emotions down. Stacey, some funness and bra. Now, cool be Stacey. Oh, Nanama, don't do that. Please calm it down. Now, we all had a lot of challenges. I may share one of the most difficult one. I may not be able to tell you all, but one very challenging one I'll tell you. But before that, let me go to Stacey. Stacey, what were some of the challenges, you know, the very difficult challenges you faced in the year 2021?
Having to balance, for me, school and the whole pageant, and being able to look out for myself in a country where my parents are not I only have friends, and I don't even have up to 3 relatives, if I can say. So it was very difficult, and I would say 2021 was like a learning process for me, like learning about myself, because I grew physically, emotionally, spiritually, like everything. I didn't have an option. I just had to pray. Even like a week before the whole finale, I was fasting when we were at the house, the hotel, because so many things happened, so many things were in play, that I felt like I didn't deserve some of
the sweet things coming your way.
Not the sweet things.
She's
like
emotional.
Oh, please, ladies, don't do this to me. I beg you, because if I start to share you may end up crying. Because please, Stacy, don't do this.
No, like okay,
calm it down.
I'm a hard girl.
Sometimes too, it's okay to free it all. You know,
Yeah.
we are entering into a new year. So if you're home and you also, have remembered some of the challenges and you want to tear out, my dear, feel free. Sometimes stand in front of your camera, cry. Breathe it out and then say it's enough. Entering into the new year, which is the 2022. I did this. As to whether that was good or not, you reflect upon it and then you breathe and cry and then be like, no. If it was good, you get to push more or harder on that. If it wasn't good, and if you think some things were supposed to be done in some way that it wasn't, you push it on. Stacy, so it's okay. So
so
let's move on.
Education-wise, I was going to school. My school moved from
and being a law student as well, that's not
from
easy.
ANC to Achimota, and I stayed at Ashaliboche. So I had to go to school every day. And there were times when I had classes, exams, and all these things. I would stay up doing school stuff, and then I had to work on my project for the pageants. And after that, there were times when I just felt like I needed my space. Yeah. But then there were friends and people who were like, trying to. It was just, everything was just overwhelming. Everything was just happening too fast for me. And at a point I was like, this pageant has to be done. Like, I just want it to finish now. Like, I can't, I'm losing it. And then when we were at the house, I felt the energy. In a competition, it's always going to be back and forth. But for me, in my family, you have to have healthy competition. I'm not used to losing. I'm a very competitive person, but then I can't take a loss. And I think we should be able to compete in a healthy way, when you can still form relationships after everything. So there were times when I really felt off energy. And I'm very vocal. I say how I feel. I talk about things. Communication is very important for me. If I don't like you, you'd know. If I feel a certain way about you, I'll tell you, because what I can say to your face, there's no point saying it in your back. So all these things were challenging for me, and most of the other contestants understood and there were times when I felt left out, and there were times when I would always be in my space, be by myself, because I stay alone. So I'm used to being by myself. And now
being with a lot of ladies in one room.
And I don't, so I would always be reserved. I only talk when I have to. I study the energy and the vibe, and I know the people I can communicate with and the ones I can just keep my distance. So it wasn't out of any spite, but then it was too much, and I was like, okay, we have few days. I just had to pray about it, because my mom, I couldn't get to her every time because she's not in Ghana, and where she stays there's time difference. So I only had a friend, and I'll pray about it, and I fasted, and I was like, God, if this crown is for me, it will sit on my head and nobody else can do it.
Okay, so that is why you don't want to give it to me for pictures. Okay, fine. Now I understand where that's coming from.
And I was like, if it's not for me, help me to be able to like go through the loss, because I invested my time, I invested money,
Money, yeah,
obviously.
you will.
I invested so much in it, and my parents were scared because me doing a pageant in a country they're not, and people have this idea of how pageantry usually turn out.
Okay.
And they were just watching out for me, but then again, they didn't want to be like the type of parents who are not supportive, because they always let you do what you want to do. And the consequences, you know, you have to face them and learn from them.
So that was challenging for you.
Yeah, that was challenging.
2021.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Now, moving from the challenges, I mean, through it all, we all got to learn something out of it, from the positive, the bad. Now, what were some of the lessons you learned in the year 2021?
You should always be careful of the words you utter.
Okay.
In summer, everyone in Mobano, it was so you're very particular and very careful. Say, it carries weight and power. And we are something I will do or kasa or can negative things. Never negative. Oh, me they mean to me say, oh, I do we cry and I say, what I have realized. Yeah. Aside you pushing for what you want, you should always make sure that the positivity in your life or your space should outweigh the negative ones. You would have negative things coming your way. Okay, it's life. What you say? Even so, we find in a negative situation, find a way be na console who say nanama ade we enye sada eye den e kwan bi be amawre den wa fam we pi and I also know ade am hu 2021 say if something matters to you or something is very important to you and then you give it your all even when the odds are against you, you would definitely reap your efforts. You would say a church said it's going to happen, and then you would be like me, and then you'll be surprised that good things are happening to you
and be smiling like you're doing
you
now.
Get it, you know. But you forget that you were going through hell some time ago, and then you were sober in your room, that nobody was in your space. Nobody saw how broken you were or how depressed you were. But you would now be there and say, hey, into me pamini, into Nyakupon. Now, just say, the joy and everything has washed the pain, the sorrow, and everything away. So that is what I am carrying to 2022. I am always going to be positive. With words I say with my mouth and these lips, this small thing here is always going to give me positive energy. Yes, that is what I am.
You know, as you were talking, I tried so hard to control myself. You know, I don't know, I'm trying so hard right now to do this, because talking about the most difficult year in my life is the year 2021. A lot has happened in this year that I never expected it, like it ever happening in my life. Like someone who established me, someone who made me who I am today, someone who picked me up as a little sister and said, Mercy, you're done with school. I work with Happy FM. Let me bring you here. So you start. Then I started, and in my sit here, I thought we were going to celebrate it together. I had a lot of plans with him. We celebrated his birthday last year, and we plan on turning that birthday into a party every year that we're going to celebrate. Sorry, but I don't know it.
Yes.
And I would never forget that date, the 4th of March. I lost my brother, who happens to be my presenter that I produce on air as well. Trust me, I had the most difficult year, and as we are speaking, today being, I think, the last Tuesday in the year 2021, it's not easy for me at all. Still, I hold on to that tears. I try to be that bold girl to work, to smile. Sometimes, you know, knowing that person at work, and the work is where you feed on, that you go every single year, every single day. You are going to be there until you decide to move. At a point, I was like, look, I can't do this job anymore at where he works. But I had no option because this is what feeds me. It was hard for me. But in all, the lessons that I learned were too much. I learned a lot in the year 2021. To be self-dependent. To love yourself. Because this year too, it started on a very rough note during my relationship side as well. And then getting to the latter side of it, trust me, I can't say this one, but it's ended up to be a good one. So this year, trust me, it's been very challenging. So I get your tears, I understand you all, and sorry for my own too. So it's fine. Today being the last Tuesday, my lady, you can also share it out. Pour it all out and let the new year build up. We are entering into new year. But don't put your will into anyone. Don't put your plans into anyone. That's your mother, that's your father, that's your brother. That relationship, it can go. Start a new year depending on yourself. We all learned a lot of lessons in the year 2021. And in wrapping up my last show for the year 2021, I will always say, rest in peace to DJ Advisor. I loved you, and you may not know. I still love you. And I know now you may know. And I'll say a big thank you to my family for being at my back for this year, because it's been very difficult. And let me also say a big thank you to my friend Ernest. At a point, I couldn't even sleep in my room. And I had to be with this guy who is a friend. And we have no relationship. And for him not taking advantage of that, I will always appreciate our friendship, Ernest. Thank you so much. Let's go for a break. We'll be back. Yes, welcome back. So it's part of it. Sometimes you have to just let it go, okay? And I believe we've all learned a lot in the year 2021. Now, this is Girl Vibes on eTVGhana, and today being our last show that we are wrapping up in the year 2021, we are talking about the review of the year 2021, a lady's perspective. And I have with me the Miss Melanin Africa ladies. They are here. I have the first runner-up, and I have the winner. Hello, she's also in the building. Stacy. I'm from mom. I guess from mama super maybe I'll go for that of Nanama, because also the problem is a picture. It is a picture pictures now as to social media. And from as now looking at the year 2021, what are some of the things that you see and say, good, I did this and I'm so content with it?
Content.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier.
Okay. The school.
The fact that when I was stuck in the middle,
okay,
I didn't go back.
Okay.
I didn't say, see, okay, I have done enough.
Okay.
I have invested enough, but at this point I can't do it again. So let me stop. But I went forward. Inka mente how? Inka, I won't meet a beautiful lady like you. I won't be in this studio. You get it? I am so content with the fact that I made the right decision.
Okay.
It might not be the right decision for someone, but for me, Nana Matama, is the right decision I did.
All right.
And then also, opening a shop for my mom.
Wow.
See,
That's
from
so
where
beautiful.
I come from, let's give it a new energy. But from where I come from, hey.
It's not easy for a lady of your age to do that.
It's not easy.
And for you to even think about your mother, because young ladies like us mostly think about, you know, the flashy stuff, about you before even any other person. No. But for you to think about your mother as the first child, God bless you, okay? Stacey, what are some of the things that you did that you feel, this one day I've satisfied myself. I'm so content with it. The crown, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things. But most importantly, I'm content with my growth, of how much I grew, of how much things I learned during this year. And yeah, just like you said, don't be dependent on anybody, family, friends, because I learned so much and I had to learn it the hard way. and with friendship, with being able to go after what you're about. Some people will be like, oh, I'll support you, I'm there for you, you're my friend. But then they're the same people who are waiting for you to fail. So not attaching, I've learned that you have to be very selective of the people you share your goals with. You have to always make sure that you commit every single thing you're doing in prayers. I always write a prayer point like every year. So I always write a prayer point like every year. I have this book. I'm always writing. I'm expressive, but then I write a lot. So there's this book I write my prayer points. And for 2020, there was a day I look back and I saw that my first prayer point in 2020 was academic excellence, favor, traveling. And it came to my surprise that these things actually did happen. And it made me realize that it is very important to commit everything into prayer. And I am outgoing. I love to party. I love things like this. But then I take godly stuff very, very seriously. And then being selective of the information I give out to people and being very selective of the people I let come very close to me. We can be cool, but you're not too close to me. Because I don't like to mix certain things. Different people, you have different relationships with them. And I think it's also important for people to learn to be able to separate certain relationships. With different people, you have to maintain a different relationship. Everybody can be close to you. Everybody can be in your space. So these were things I had to learn during the course of this year, and I had to grow spiritually, physically, academically, like in every sense of the word, and I'm so content with that. And whatever comes next, I'm embracing it because I have a strong head for things I want.
You made mention of a friendship, of not making friends anymore in the year coming. Why did any friend hit you down?
Not making. It's not like I'm not going to make friends. I have very limited friends. Like I have few people that I really call my friends, and these are people I go back from like daycare. I have my longest friend. We've been in daycare, primary, high school, and she's still my friend. And there have not been any disloyal. Yeah, but then I only have 3 friends. So, but the people I ended up interacting with over the year, coming to Ghana, like I really saw a different side of certain people. And if you're my friend, I'll always be there for you. But then I noticed that it's not the same energy. People tend to reap you more than how they invest. Some people, they're just like always, it's when they need you, when they want you.
That's when they call your number.
Yes, it's always like that. And then I had to like, hey, I'm not a money tree. I'm not somebody that you can just ask for favors.
Jump on when you need favors.
I don't have problem with that. But then at least I should be able to like say, hi, how are you, B? Oh, I'm just calling you to just check on you. What's up? How have you been? But not, oh, well, I'm calling you, and then the next minute you're telling me, so
I need money.
So this is like.
Hello. And see, the man yanku funny in a yes, young answer 2022 year old 2021. Yeah, closing. Nanama. This is the sign. Nanama yanko. Those type of friendship. Yeah, closing. But did you make new friends, Nanama, in 2021?
Yeah, I made new friends.
Positive ones, I guess.
Positive, and then those that came to pass too. Like Stacey was saying, you would think the person is your friend, but as you are going through the friendship, you now realize the red flags, the risky signs, and everything, and you're like, nah, I have to stay back. If not, you get it. There are some friends. Like Stacey said, they only know your number when they need something, and when they call you, they don't go straight to the point. They will just be like, oh, how you doing, Nana? It's saying, and then I'm say. Then as the convo goes on, then whatever he or she needs, he or she chips it inside, and then it's like you're always the one giving it out, your energy, your time, money, or anything, but you're not getting it, and it hurts. So it really hurts when you're not getting the same energy you're giving out. So it's better to stay with your small cycle, and then even with your small cycle, you should know what what information you are giving out. Like Stacey said, not every information.
So, which type of friends do you look up to coming year, which is the 2022?
Productive.
Okay.
Supportive friends that will push me to do more. There's one friend I have from primary.
Okay.
It's a guy. He's part of my growth.
Okay.
He sees the things I do not see
In you.
Even in my modeling, and anywhere I stand, I'll be grateful to him.
What's his name?
He's called Samuel Opon.
Okay, so I mean, sure,
Yes.
Ate.
God bless
This
you
type
so
of friends
much.
we need more in the year we are
Yes.
entering, no, Charlie.
Yes.
Other one they sign the yaya. We are cutting it all out.
Yes.
Eh,
I'm very glad, because if you want to pim krana and ask me catch say nanama, ube to me. Where I see you, you are not even seeing yourself there.
Wow.
And then truly to whatever
You're
it is,
hitting it.
no,
You're climbing.
yes, I'll do it.
climbing.
And then I'm so glad I have a friend like him. I have many friends. I can't mention all of them, their names, but I'm very glad. To all those we lost, it's painful, but that's not what we wanted. But sometimes you have to let some people go or some things go. So it's we will take it like that. But in 2022, I'm just praying I get friends more like Samuel Opon in my life.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. We need more.
And Stacey.
Oh, okay. What's that sign you did again?
and me.
Okay, that's fine. But tonight, let me recommend the HD Plus decoder to you, Nanama and Stacy. Papacho moko mufie na monkoto HD Plus. Aha, koto bifako mama. Fabi coding New Year. Kokoto HD Plus decoder no. For coding in New Year. No, because I know now you're going to watch Girl Vibes every
Vibes
Tuesday.
Is going to continue.
Thank you. It is a Mama Cry Shani Bibia. Now what HD Plus decoder na. But I record Girl Vibes na to home. Mama na de busianfo no ya. Echi na akọ I replay o Girl Vibes no na ahwe. As I say, and also will fear sister corner copper HD Plus decoder brother Eric and Adri corner copper HD Plus decoder for the Philly experience. The from one Mercy BC me per HD Plus decoder na means cozy New Year which is 2022. From one was 024 243 9872 024 243 9872. From one Obama HD Plus decoder ni be na also and they and your Philly experience in be. I don't call next level premium energy drink for semen can show there. Juma na ebre. It's with the one who fuma. Pay I don't call next level premium energy drink. And they echo filling stations one matter and them chrome baby a who I don't call next level premium. Even then I'm traffic ma on them buy a water pure water nazi a bonde beach one is an a can black. Kama was it gold natural I don't call next level premium energy drink no watch your one kama a paper so net to atona from one was 02048986898 and at 05926109998 nana yeah call and they will find our words.
Okay. Nyedi kaino. Meda obi biase. Everyone who has believed in me, supported me, and pushed me this far. Not forgetting my mom. That woman is my everything. I didn't get the fatherly love. Everything. My mom is my dad and my mom. So I'm so grateful to her, and I owe everything I am right now to my mom. To my photographer who helped me through the pageants, shoots, and everything. Wildlands, I'm very grateful. And then also, I would like to tell everyone out there that we are in the Christmas season. As you are going out, as you are chilling with the big boys and all that, you make sure you are safe. COVID protocols, you don't drink and drive. When you are driving and you're tired, you can just park somewhere and then you rest.
Thank you.
Your life is more important than the next chilling the next location you are going to. Okay, so the most important thing is our safety. We need all of us in 2022. And then I'm just praying to God that COVID doesn't come up again in 2022 because it's slowing a lot of things down for us.
Have you planned up your expectation for 2022 already?
Yes. I'm really hoping and planning to work on my project. My project as a queen.
Okay.
There's increasing the demand in African-made goods and services, starting with Ghana.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, so it's going to be a busy year for me.
Good.
Going to organizations and
Good.
and all that, seeking for the sponsorship and my team and everything. So 2022 is going to be bigger and better than 2021.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Amen. But I catch a mama there. There's a man or ton on ton. I don't connect level premium anything.
Me favorite auto and drinks near the
Oh, good. And to
right?
me, Pacho,
Yeah.
I try cry. And a baby not for man. Stacy. Your expectations for 2022. How far now?
Well, my expectations for 2022 is I'm going to work on my project, that's for sure, as a queen. And I'm going to, because my project was titled Project ENP, Education and Passion, like I told you earlier. So I'll start with the educational side, which is important, and then we'll slowly go into the passion side. And I just want everybody to know that if you think you can do something, if you know you can do it, you work hard towards it, you can definitely do it. It's not magic, it's not anything that seems impossible. Just have the mindset that this is what I want,
Exactly.
this is what I'm going to do, and nobody should tell me otherwise, because I know what I am capable of. So I'm going to work on that project, get more people, get as much sponsors as I can from Sierra Leone, Ghana, because I'm from Sierra Leone, so Ghana is going to be like where I'll start, since I'm going to be in Ghana for the next 3-4 years with my studies. And Sierra Leone, it'll be a good relationship between Sierra Leone and Ghana. And I'm looking forward to getting more people from Sierra Leone and the Ghanaian side. Also, personally, I'm grateful for the growth. I'm grateful for my family, my sisters. They have been the best, and my friends. And there were certain people that played like a significant role in this pageant. I can't be able to call everybody, but I want you all to know that I really appreciate it, and I've been overwhelmed. 2022 is going to be busy, and I'm going to make sure everything I said before, you're definitely going to see it, and in a bigger light.
Amen.
So I'm looking forward to all of that, and by God's grace, nothing will be an obstacle.
Amen. By God's
Amen.
grace, everything will go well. So, cheesy pizza, sit me mouth after shepherd. And this is from Cheesy Pizza. And hey, finally. Okay, now what this is also it's only Cheesy Pizza that can make a lady from Sierra Leone say me dase on Girl Vibes. So thanks to Cheesy Pizza and Pacho. Bronye yes, afifu free ayaribo rumi. Mo bi afishapa. Efe. And the Cheesy Pizza one package in the cry akono. And pizza no so ahumka wom ne mucha taste. Enti pebina za ma wodofu bia. Eko Cheesy Pizza one branch is bia eko akache one day. Ehwe on Girl Vibes Mercy Bees mombo to be. No bonyazin za pebia benga bi wo ho. Bronya so or vouchers 100 cedis 200 cedis or tana is butum as that wodofo. And after one was 0502533 yeah, that's super. Yes, I'm some of official pa. Now, Miss Mayor is bring the official pa ya bebo me. Sister. Now, what's her? Men pre baby. Now, my mouth rain first today. Sexual transmitted diseases. Woho, 18 sabot trimpana, bogus no or beba. Ya name ya butter. Na asho who ye. Show who do. Not nyame yatoma na yengi na yensan beshim na yensha Girl Vibes be in the year 2022. And thank you for being a loyal viewer for Girl Vibes. And to eTVGhana, we say Afishepa, have a good night. My name is Mercy B. Be a good